Goodbye, old craft room. Goodbye. Hey, it's Komori. I just wanted to take a moment to apologize for the fact that I haven't been as active on this channel recently, and that's because I moved. So this is the new craft space, so I'm going to show you guys around. So we'll start with the door. Once again, we have Monster Hunter Cat hanging off it. I still haven't played Monster Hunter, so forever be known as Monster Hunter Cat. And then behind the door, he added a shoe rack for shoes that go along with various costumes. And then we also have a mirror for, it's getting stuck on the door so I can't turn it around, but for doing some test fittings. And then we've got the ironing board. And around the corner, we have a closet for the first time. I'm really excited. So here is all the costumes hung up. So the longer costumes are further down. So for example, we have Rumi and Shadow Yukiko, and then some of the costumes that were shorter that don't take up as much space. So for example, Morrigan and then Aki, I've got hanging up there above a bookshelf that I converted to use as a shoe rack for boots for various costumes except for the rain boots. So we've got the boots for Junko and Liliana and my old Claire Redfield costume. And I have some bolts that really didn't fit anywhere, so I have some tulle left over from Rumi and then a whole bunch of interfacing. And up top is storage for polyfill for all the plushies and the cover for my sewing machine, and then we've got some boxes down there and a resin kit. And over here we have the storage unit for all of the various crafting supplies. Down here are some magazines and paper, and then some little Rubbermaid containers that have some felt and fleece in there. Some fabric paint, and then on top has all the headphones that are used for cosplay, like Supersonico and Rise, markers, colored pencils, beads, and all of my jewelry making supplies are in that little tin there. And up top we've got all of the adhesives, acrylic paint, nail polish, and some other paints and clays, the glue gun, little container I use for dyeing fabric, Mod Podge fabric dye, and in here are a whole bunch of paintbrushes and X-Acto knives and various tools. Here we have the iron, some craft foam, and some tracing paper for making patterns, and then a box of just miscellaneous things like flowers and leaves and some ribbon that really didn't fit anywhere else. And in front of it, I pulled these out. I have some Rubbermaid containers. This one has patterns and some unfinished projects, and then down here has woven fabrics and cottons. To the side there is the Maleficent staff, even though I used it for Morrigan from Dragon Age, and then the whole thing of wrapping paper that I used for making patterns. And one of the main things about this room is that we wanted to have it be convertible for a guest room. So we've got this futon that can fold over to turn it into a bed, and all of the plushies that I made. And in front here is a Singer sewing machine case that is currently just holding a whole bunch of fuzzy fabric. So it's got fake fur and fleece and velour in there. We've got the dress form, which is currently holding my mocha costume, and behind it have a lamp and got the computer used for streaming. And there's just some miscellaneous things down there. It's a container that has all the sewing machine feet and a ruler. And in here, just little things that I can grab mid-project, so zippers and some elastic, tape measure, laces, and the rest of the stuff I use for streaming, the sewing machine, and we have windows. That is one thing that's really exciting about this room, is that I actually get to have windows. Down here, I've got a box that has some unfinished projects, so you can see, got Monomi from Danganronpa 2, stocking from the panty stocking show, and then got the pattern for making the wings for the back of Mocha. And over here, got the dresser that has more fabric. I didn't realize how much fabric I had until I moved, but the top few drawers have special occasion fabric, so like satin and organza, and then the bottom has knit fabrics and stretchy fabrics, and the bottom has some vinyl and pleather. Up top, got all of the thread and the cone of lace that maybe one day I will get through. And we got bobbins and extra threads and pin cushions and little things in there. Got the makeup in the back and wig stand that is currently holding the roomy hat so it doesn't get crushed. Pushing lights that need to go up eventually. The drawers are all filled with wigs, and this is the ribbon, and then got jewelry box. And let's see, up here have some flowers in a vase that are left over from various projects, like all the roses from Ebe and the sunflower from my Ruby costume. And let's see, we've got some Cosplay Awards. We've got Morgana from Persona 5, some Miku Nendoroids, got the camera bag that has the tripod and various items in there, and just a little container that has buttons and other notions, and all the cosplay magazines and Lolita magazines. Down here are some more cosplay books, pushing figures, and then some personal books. And on the bottom shelf we have some Ridgeland boning and horsehair braid, and this is actually the backup sewing machine. It belonged to my husband, but I just keep it just in case something ever happens to my sewing machine. And over here we have some more unfinished projects. I'm currently working on a Jace costume for my husband to go along with the Liliana, and the top two drawers are just stuff for finishing Jace. And then we've got some more stuff down there for other costumes I'm working on, and then backpack. So that's pretty much it for the new craft room. I'm really excited about it, and hopefully we'll have some more content out for you soon. So for more cosplay sewing tutorials and just cosplay tutorials in general, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you all for your support so far.